very warm Speedway in Coimbatore, and these are the highlights of the first race that happened, and that was the JK Tyre Novice Cup category. Remember, the fourth and final round of this year's championship, and as Raman said, it is very tight right at the top. 4 points separating the top three. So that little incident involving one of the M Sport cars, as well as Aditya Parsuram. Aditya Parsuram, remember, was second in the Drivers' Championship. He's got 41 points, and ahead of him is Chetan Suruneni with 42. He is the championship leader at the moment, but it can all change very quickly. We had Kyle Kumran coming back into racing action. He won a couple of them in the first round, finished a second, had 38 points early on. Kyle did not participate in round two, but he's back, and despite missing the second round, he's still in the mix of things, only 4 points behind Chetan Suruneni, who's the leader. There was a little incident initially which led to the red flag coming out. To talk more about that, joining me in the commentary box is Solomon. I'm Karthike. Welcome, Solomon.
You know what? I never get old watching all of this. Thank you very much for having me in the box. This is one of those precious moments that you and I don't want to miss out. 25 years, the silver jubilee year of celebrations when you talked about the JK Tyre Novice Cup, JK Tyre National Racing Championship. A quick word, Chetan Suruneni had 42 points before the start. Now what a start that was. Look, did you see the way he lined up his car? So he really was very clear. I need to keep Kyle Kumran of DTS Racing back. But Kyle Kumran says, I have other plans. Goes on the outside. They go very, very side by side. Somehow Chetan Suruneni is able to hold that particular line. It's 2, 3 and 4 DTS. Lonely man, momentum motorsport. Chetan Suruneni quickly starts putting in the pressure. We also see Dhruv Goswami coming into the mix as well.
It was a very good start for Chetan, and he knows that if he can get the win, he will increase that lead between himself and Aditya Parsuram, who's second, and Kyle Kumran, who's third. If Kyle wins this race and Chetan doesn't finish on the podium, then it will be Kyle who will go on and regain the lead in the championship.
You always got a feeling that Chetan Suruneni was trying a little too much, but then it's the better of the nerves that got to him. Only a lead of over 4 points over Kyle Kumran, and 1 point separated him with Aditya Parsuram. This championship fight is very much open with 3 more races to go and everything to fight for. Here is Chetan Suruneni still managing to hold back Kyle Kumran for a little bit. It was nerves at the end because we also had a red flag with Navneet who also walking off from the race with that retirement.
So after the red flag, the race had to be restarted, and before the restart, it was Kyle who was the race leader, and as you can see there, he makes his move on the outside. Does Kyle Kumran, car number 70, and he's taken that lead, but Chetan Suruneni was not having any of that.
You know, Chetan Suruneni is a man who lives with his heart on his sleeve. He's like, what are you doing? Why are you overtaking? It's the yellow flags there. And he was right. The safety car had come in. And watch very, very closely. The safety car is going to run into the distance. Now, Chetan Suruneni will have an opportunity to hold everyone back as much as possible. He's got that hold shot. All he's got to do is he should have started off earlier. You got a feeling that he bunched up the back a little too much. By this time, it was anyone else who would already go full steam. Well, the rule is you cannot cross your competitor till you start from the racing line, the finish line. This is where you start making that overtaking maneuver. In the meantime, all of a sudden, Chetan Suruneni quickly put in that little bit of pressure, but then Kyle Kumran had other plans. On the inside, he should take that lead, and he does.
I think a slight mistake there from Chetan Suruneni with the safety car going into the pits. He could have taken that thirst right at the last corner to go on that straight and try and build a gap between himself. Did it a little late, and then in the end you can see on that corner it was Vineet Kumar as well who got past Chetan Suruneni, car number 11, with Chetan dropping down to third now, and it's a DTS 1-2 at the moment. Oh, going wide, slightly wide there was Vineet, and Chetan Suruneni says thank you very much. He reclaims the second position, although he still got quite a few meters to cover before he catches up with Kyle Kumran.
Now, this was one of those moments where 1 lap to go, and this is where Chetan Suruneni said, okay, I am going to take it on the whole hunt. Good point over there. He should have stayed very close to the safety car. and caught everybody by a little bit of a surprise. But that didn't happen. Vineet Kumar, all of it playing wonderfully defensive. He wants to keep DTS racing on top there. It is 3 cars of DTS in the top 4. Our top 5 as we see in this one. Chetan Suraneni now at number 3, still fighting for the second. We have another Joel Joseph just behind, chasing down Dhruv Goswami in Team M Sport. Here we go. Around the parabola, turn 13, 14, 15, 16 coming in. Chetan Surani will possibly come closer to the wall. Now this is where it all happened. Chetan Surani almost side by side, still managing to hold on. How many times have they done this? How many times? We losing count, aren't we?
I think this is excellent from Vineet Kumar as well. You know, he's not letting Chetan Surani pass, and that's allowing Kyle Kumran, the race leader, to go on and stretch his lead. And this is where he goes slightly wide. In fact, off the track goes Dhruv Goswami, allowing Joel Joseph to overtake him. And there you see 2 white cars. They've now moved into a 1-2-3 for DTS, with Chetan Suruneni losing his spot.
Losing his spot, and into turn number 1, almost had Vineet on that edge. A little bit of traction, but then losing it out. And the safety car came out one more time, and we finished under the safety car.
A very good result for DTS, which is already way ahead as far as the Constructors' Championship is concerned.
1, 2 and 3
1,
DTS.
2 and 3, and I think they've got 105 points in total. And the next is M Sport with 59 points. So that tells you it's a massive gap, and you can see they're already celebrating because the race finished behind the safety car, and it was a DTS 1-2-3 with Kyle Kumran taking the checkered flag, Vineet Kumar coming in second, and Joel Joseph taking the 3rd spot on the podium.
So it was a DTS swag all the way.
So Mr. Hari Singh, call him the Gypsy Man, multiple time national champion, giving out the trophies to these young racers. Vineet Kumar there, first runner-up. And that's your race winner. He's made it a habit, although he missed round 2.
Yes.
He's come back very strong. Kyle Kumran, straight away, he's thinking, I'm back where I belong, top of the podium.
He is also the man who put the Indian karting with the silver in the World Karting Finals. And it's the right spirit that we call the tuners, to honor them for the work that they do at every JK Tyre weekend.
Those are the winners: Kyle Kumran, Vineet Kumar and Joel Joseph. A DTS 1-2-3. What a start to the weekend for DTS Racing.